My wife snapped, "Stop acting like a husband. I'll go wherever I want, with whoever I want." I replied, "All right." The next morning, she arrived at her parents' office and found them speechless, staring at the man reviewing their contracts. A man she never expected to see there. I'm 35, and until 3 days ago, I thought my marriage was just going through a rough phase. My wife, Melissa, and I had been married for 6 years. We met through work. She was in marketing at a firm that partnered with the consulting company I worked for. We clicked immediately, got engaged after a year, married 6 months later. For the first few years, everything was good. Then gradually, things started shifting. The real problems started about 8 months ago. Melissa became distant, secretive with her phone, dismissive when I tried to talk about our future. She started going out more with friends, sometimes not coming home until 2 or 3 a.m. When I'd ask where she was, she'd get defensive, tell me I was being controlling, that she needed her own life. I tried to be understanding, gave her space, didn't push, but it kept getting worse. The breaking point happened on Tuesday night. I'd gotten home from work around 7 p.m., made dinner, texted Melissa asking what time she'd be home. She responded at 8:30. "Going out with coworkers, don't wait up." I texted back, "Again? This is the 4th night this week. Can we at least have dinner together?" She didn't respond for 2 hours. When she finally did, it was just, "Stop being clingy." I called her. She answered on the 5th ring, music and voices loud in the background. "What?" "Melissa, can we talk for a second? I'm busy." "I know, but we haven't spent any real time together in weeks. I miss you." "God, you're so needy. I'll be home when I'm home." "I'm not being needy. I'm your husband. I'm just asking." "Stop acting like a husband. I'll go wherever I want, with whoever I want. If you can't handle that, that's your problem." Something in her voice, the contempt, the dismissiveness, it flipped a switch in me. "All right." "What?" I said, "All right. Do whatever you want." She paused. "Seriously?" "Seriously. Go wherever you want, with whoever you want. I'm done asking." "Oh, so now you're going to punish me with the silent treatment?" "No punishment, just accepting reality. Have a good night, Melissa." I hung up. She tried calling back twice. I didn't answer. She texted, "Don't be dramatic. We'll talk when I get home." I didn't respond. Instead, I went to my office, the spare bedroom I'd converted into a workspace, and pulled out a folder I'd been avoiding looking at. Here's what Melissa didn't know. Her parents owned a small but successful manufacturing company. About 50 employees, annual revenue around 12 million. They'd built it from nothing over 30 years, and 6 months ago, they'd asked me to look over some contracts they were concerned about. See, before I met Melissa, I'd gone to law school, practiced corporate law for 3 years before burning out and switching to consulting, but I still had my legal credentials, still knew how to read contracts. Melissa's parents knew this. They'd asked for my help reviewing some supplier agreements that seemed off. I'd found problems, big problems. Their main supplier had buried clauses that would let them unilaterally increase prices by up to 300% with only 30 days' notice. Another contract had an auto-renewal clause that locked them in for 5 more years unless they gave notice 6 months before the current term ended, and that deadline was in 2 weeks. I'd drafted detailed memos explaining everything, proposed alternative language, even found new suppliers with better terms. But I'd held off presenting it all to them because Melissa kept saying her parents were stressed and didn't need more to worry about. Now, sitting in my office at 11 p.m. while my wife was out doing God knows what with God knows who, I realized I'd been protecting people who hadn't protected me. I opened my laptop and sent an email to Melissa's father with all my findings attached. Subject: Contract review, urgent action required. Body: As requested 6 months ago, I've completed my review of your supplier contracts. I've identified several critical issues that require immediate attention. I'm available to discuss tomorrow at your convenience. Best regards. I hit send at 11:47 p.m. Melissa stumbled in at 3 a.m. I was still awake, reading in bed. She reeked of alcohol and cologne that wasn't mine. You're still up? Couldn't sleep. She kicked off her shoes. Are you going to lecture me? Nope. Good. She went to the bathroom, came back in her pajamas, collapsed into bed without washing her face or brushing her teeth. I got up and went to the guest room. Update 1. Wednesday morning. I woke up at 6 a.m. in the guest room. Melissa was still asleep. I showered, dressed, made coffee. My phone buzzed at 7:15. Text from Melissa's dad. Got your email. Can you come to the office at 9? This is serious. Me. I'll be there. I left the house at 8:30 without waking Melissa. Drove to her parents' office in the industrial district. It was a modest building, office space up front, warehouse in back. Her dad met me at the door. He looked tired. Thanks for coming. I read everything you sent. I can't believe we missed this. These contracts are designed to be confusing. That's the point. How bad is it? If they exercise these clauses, could bankrupt you within a year. His face went pale. What do we do? I've drafted counter-proposals for each contract. We need to renegotiate immediately. And I found alternative suppliers with better terms as backup. We spent the next hour going through everything. Him, his wife, their accountant, and me. I walked them through each problematic clause, each financial risk, each proposed solution. How much do we owe you for this? He asked when we finished. Nothing, your family. No, this is professional work. You might have saved our business. Consider it a wedding gift I should have given 6 years ago. He shook his head. I'm paying you. Standard consulting rates at minimum. We were still discussing it when the office door opened. Melissa walked in. She froze when she saw me sitting at the conference table with her parents, contracts spread everywhere, my laptop open with financial projections on the screen. What are you doing here? Her mom answered before I could. He's saving our business. What? Her dad stood up. 6 months ago, we asked him to review our contracts. He found problems that could have destroyed everything we've built. We're meeting with him to fix it. Melissa looked at me. 6 months ago? I nodded. You said they were too stressed to deal with it. So I waited. And you didn't tell me? You didn't ask. You stopped asking about my work months ago. Her mom's expression shifted. Melissa, where were you last night? Your father tried calling you around 10 p.m. about this and you didn't answer. Melissa's face flushed. I was out with friends. Until 3 a.m., I said quietly. Everyone turned to look at me. Her dad's voice was careful. Is everything okay with you two? Ask your daughter. Melissa glared at me. Don't do this here. Do what? Tell the truth? Her mom stood up. What's going on? Melissa grabbed her purse. Nothing. This is between me and him. She pointed at me. We need to talk, outside now. I closed my laptop. Excuse me for a moment. We went outside to the parking lot. Melissa was shaking with rage. What the hell was that? What was what? Ambushing me, making me look bad in front of my parents. I didn't ambush you. I had a scheduled meeting about their business contracts. You showed up. You never told me about any of this. I tried to, 6 months ago. You said they were stressed, so I waited. Then our marriage started falling apart and it became less of a priority. Our marriage isn't falling apart. Melissa, you told me last night to stop acting like a husband. You come home at 3 a.m. reeking of someone else's cologne. You spend more time with your co-workers than with me. What would you call it? I need space. You're suffocating me. I gave you space. I've been giving you space for months. You've used it to disappear into a life that doesn't include me. That's not... God, you're so dramatic. Am I? When's the last time we had a real conversation? When's the last time we had dinner together? When's the last time you came home before midnight? She didn't answer. That's what I thought, I said. Look, your parents need help with these contracts. That has nothing to do with you and me, so I'm going back in there to finish the meeting. You can join us or leave. Up to you. I walked back inside. She didn't follow. Update 2. The meeting continued for another 2 hours. We finalized negotiation strategies, prepared documents, scheduled calls with the suppliers. Melissa's parents kept exchanging worried glances, but didn't bring up what happened outside. Around noon, Melissa's mom pulled me aside while her dad was on the phone. "What's really going on with you two?" I hesitated. "We're having problems." "How bad?" "Bad enough that I slept in the guest room last night. Bad enough that I don't know if we'll make it through this." Her eyes welled up. "I'm so sorry. I had no idea. It's not your fault. Is there someone else?" "I don't know. Maybe. She's definitely checked out of the marriage." "What are you going to do?" "Haven't decided yet. Right now I'm just taking it day by day." She squeezed my hand. "Whatever happens, we're grateful for what you've done here. This isn't just business advice. You've given us a chance to fix things before they became catastrophic." I'm glad I could help. The meeting wrapped up around 1 p.m. I drove back home. Melissa's car was in the driveway. I found her in the living room, sitting on the couch with her phone. "We need to talk," she said. "Okay." "My parents called me, told me how much you've done for them, how you've been working on this for months." "Yes." "Why didn't you tell me?" "I did tell you. You didn't care. You were too busy with your own life to ask about mine." "That's not fair." "Isn't it? When's the last time you asked about my work? My day? Anything that wasn't directly about you?" She looked down. "I've been going through stuff." "What stuff?" "Just feeling trapped, like I got married too young and missed out on things." "We got married at 29, that's not young." "I know, but I see my friends out having fun, traveling, dating, and I'm just here, in this routine, with you. And that's my fault?" "No, it's not about fault. It's just how I feel." "So what do you want to do about it?" "I don't know. I need time to figure it out." "You've had months, Melissa. You've been figuring it out by staying out until 3 a.m. and pushing me away. I can't keep living like this." "So what are you saying?" "I'm saying something needs to change. Either you're in this marriage or you're not. But I'm not going to be your placeholder while you explore other options." "I'm not exploring other options." "Then who were you with last night?" "Coworkers." "Male or female?" She hesitated. "Does it matter?" "Yes." It was mixed, a group. "Who drove you home?" "I took an Uber." "At 3 a.m.? "Yes." "Show me the receipt." "What?" "Your Uber receipt. Show me." "I'm not showing you my phone. That's controlling." "I'm not trying to control you. I'm trying to trust you. But you're making it really hard." She stood up. "I can't do this right now. I'm going to my friend's house." "Which friend?" "Does it matter?" "To me it does." She grabbed her keys and left without answering. Update 3. I spent the rest of Wednesday working from home. Melissa didn't come back that night, didn't call or text. I slept in the guest room again, though this time it was because our bed felt too big and empty. Thursday morning, her dad called. "We're meeting with the main supplier today at 2 p.m. Can you be there?" "Absolutely." "Good. We want you leading the negotiation." "Are you sure? I'm not officially representing you." "As of this morning, you are. I'm retaining you as our legal consultant. $50,000 for this project, non-negotiable." "That's too much. It's what you're worth. Take it or I'll add another 0 just to be stubborn." I laughed despite everything. Deal. The supplier meeting was tense. They clearly thought they had all the leverage, didn't expect us to push back. I laid out our concerns methodically, explained why we needed changes, presented our alternative suppliers as backup options. They tried to bluster, said the contracts were standard, non-negotiable. I smiled and slid a document across the table. "This is our formal notice of intent to switch suppliers. We have agreements drafted with 2 other companies pending your response to our proposed modifications. You have 48 hours. The head of their sales team went pale. You're bluffing. Try me. We left them there, walked out of their conference room like we'd just won a poker hand with a pair of 2s. In the parking lot, Melissa's dad actually hugged me. That was beautiful. That was necessary. They've been taking advantage of you for years. Thanks to you, not anymore. We were celebrating over coffee when my phone rang. Melissa. Hello? Where are you? Meeting with your parents, the supplier negotiation. That's today? Yes. How'd it go? Really well, actually. Oh, that's good. Awkward silence. Melissa, where have you been? At Sarah's, I told you. For 24 hours. I needed space to think. Have you? Thought about things? Yeah. I want to try couples therapy. I paused. Okay, I'm open to that. Really? Yes. But you need to be honest with me about what's been going on. No more deflecting, no more staying out until 3 a.m., no more making me feel crazy for having basic expectations. I can do that. Can you? Because talk is easy. I need to see change. I know. I will. I promise. All right. Find a therapist and set up an appointment. I will. Thank you. We hung up. Her dad was watching me. Everything okay? Maybe. She wants to try therapy. That's good, right? It's a start. Whether it's enough, we'll see. Update 4. Melissa found a therapist and scheduled our first session for the following Tuesday. In the meantime, we existed in this weird limbo. She came home, slept in our bed, but we moved around each other like polite strangers. The supplier came back Friday afternoon with a counteroffer. Not everything we wanted, but close enough. We accepted with some modifications. By Friday evening, we'd saved Melissa's parents approximately $400,000 over the next 3 years and given them negotiating power they'd never had before. Her dad cut me a check for $50,000 that afternoon. This is just the start, he said. We want you to review all our contracts going forward. Retainer basis. I'll send you a proposal. Melissa was waiting when I got home. She actually had dinner ready. Pasta, salad, the whole thing. What's this? An apology. I've been terrible. I know that. I want to try to fix things. We ate dinner together for the first time in weeks, made small talk. It was awkward, but not hostile. After dinner, she brought up something I wasn't expecting. My mom told me you might have saved their business. That might be dramatic. She said without you finding those contract issues, they could have gone bankrupt. It's possible. The clauses were designed to trap them. And you've been working on this for 6 months. While I've been... She trailed off. Yeah. I'm sorry. I've been so focused on myself that I didn't see what you were doing. For them. For us. I appreciate you saying that. I mean it. And I want you to know there's no one else. I haven't been cheating. Okay. You don't believe me. I want to. But you smell like someone else's cologne. You're gone until 3 a.m. You won't show me your phone. What am I supposed to think? She pulled out her phone, unlocked it, handed it to me. Look, at everything. I hesitated. You sure? Yes. I need you to trust me. So look. I went through her messages, her call logs, her Uber receipts. Everything checked out. She really had been with coworkers, really had taken Ubers home. The cologne smell was probably just from being in crowded bars. I felt like an idiot and relieved at the same time. I'm sorry, I said. I should have trusted you. No, I gave you reasons not to. I pulled away. I made you feel like you weren't important. That's on me. We talked until midnight. Really talked. For the first time in months.